So now we're going to learn how to add stitches onto our existing chain. And I'm going to show you how to do a flat circle because that will demonstrate the technique that you use to turn the corner kind of multiple times, so you'll get a good idea of how that works. But I'll also talk you through how to build a turn the corner on a longer chain as well. But the principles are the same for both. So you've got your thumb loop, you've got your chain. If you're going to be doing a flat circle, you want maybe like 4 or 5 stitches on that chain. You've got your waterfall coming off the side. So if you tilt your thumb this way, you'll see your scallop, 1, 2, 3. There are the stitches you've already made. And then if you just kind of tip your thumb sideways, you'll see these side stitches. Now these little side stitches are the ones that we're going to be building off of to create our fabric now that we've got a chain going. And so you'll see your thumb loop, and then there's one stitch right next to that, and then a second stitch, a third stitch, a fourth stitch. We're going to pick up just that first stitch this first time. And when you're turning the corner, it can get a little tight, a little tricky. So one thing you might want to do would be to take a tapestry needle and take that through your 3 scallop stitches so that your knoll has an easier time of finding those when you are turning the corner. So I've stuck my tapestry needle through those 3 stitches, and I'm going to pick up this first little side stitch that is right next to the thumb loop. And this is where it gets a little tricky because now you have to really twist your knoll around to get it through your 3 scallop stitches. So I had to just kind of go around in a way that I haven't had to before. And you see I kind of lost my thumb loop, so I just ooch my thumb back in there, take the tapestry needle out, and then go down through the thumb loop and under the waterfall like before, pinch the old thumb loop to the right, and pull through. So we've done the first stitch in turning the corner. So now when you look, you can see my thumb loop has captured this side stitch. So you see it kind of goes under it and has captured it. So that's the one I went through before. So now I want to pick up 2 from this side, because if I just keep on picking up this same one, I'm not going to make any progress down the chain, and I'm going to make a big hole eventually. So when you pick up 1, you're effectively increasing a stitch. When you pick up 2, you're making progress. So now with this stitch, again, I'm going to find my scallop. So there's 1, 2, 3, or 1. So I've got my 3 stitches, and I'm going to take my tapestry needle through them. Then I'm going to pick up 1 new stitch, the loop I picked up before, and then I'm going to twist and go through my scallop as guided by my tapestry needle. Again, that can get a little tight. So once I've gone through my scallop, I go down through the thumb loop, under the waterfall, pinch, and pull through. So since I want to make this a flat circle right now, I'm going to, this time, only pick up 1 again. So the pattern I'm setting up is increase 1, make progress through 1, increase 1, make progress through 1. So now when I pull on my thumb loop, you can see I've picked up these 2 side stitches. Those are now, so now I just want to go through 1 because I want to increase, because I want to make this a flat circle. So I'm just going to pick up, see again, we've got these 2 trapped by the thumb loop, the most recent one. So the one that's closest to the thumb loop itself. I don't really need the tapestry needle anymore. So I'm just going to go through my scallop, pinch, and pull through. So if I take my thumb out, you can see now this is all curling back in on itself. So I can keep going. So now I've just picked up 1. So when I pull on the thumb loop, it's really clear that there's just 1 stitch that's connected. And when you get to this nubby end, things get weird. So I'm just going to pick up something that looks interesting, the one that was trapped by the thumb loop, and then I'll go through my scallop. You can improvise a little here and everything will be fine. Pinch and pull through. See, now I've basically completed the circle. I've got like a nice circle going on through. So if you ever forget what you've done, you can always just kind of pull on your thumb loop and you'll see I've got 2 trapped right there. So now I know that this time I'm just picking up 1. So I pick up the most recent one, the one that's closest to the thumb loop. I go through, I pinch and I pull, and I go through. So now when I pull on my thumb loop, you can see there's only 1 that's trapped. So now this time I know I pick up 2. And now I've kind of curled around where I'm back at the beginning. So now I just need to make sure that I'm still picking up side stitches. So I'm going to pick up 1, 2, go through the scallop, down through the thumb loop, under, pinch, and pull through. So now when I kind of spread all this out, you see I'm starting a spiral. So I started here, I've curled around, and now we're going around this way. If you want to turn the corner and not make a flat circle, but instead something more like a pouch, something like this, you can see I started with a chain at the bottom. I turned the corner. I only picked up 1 stitch like a couple times around each corner. So like I picked up 1, then 2, then 1, and then I went all the way down to this end, increased a little as I went around the corner, came back around this way, increased a little here, and then just started going straight up. And then I have that video on how to build off of an existing project that can show you how to continue that way. Here you can see a chain that I started, and then I turned the corner here. So you can see I turned the corner, and then here, as I go along this edge, I'm always picking up 2 on the existing fabric. So if I were to continue, I would be picking up, you can see I'd pick up here and here, and the next time I'd pick up that one and then that one. So you're always picking up 1 new one and 1 old one when you're building off of a project. And that is how you turn the corner.